Hey there, BaronvonKlausnitzer here. Welcome to what will be part one of a video series taking a look at my progress in building this lovely little device, lovely little ship before us, which I am referring to as the Leviathan. A little bit of background on this project. It actually started out as an attempt to recreate a ship called the HML Medusa from a board game I played called Leviathans. Actually a really fun game. Unfortunately, I think the developer has run out of time, money, or interest in developing the game any further, which is really unfortunate because it is a lot of fun to play, and it has some really interesting features to it. Anyway, I started trying to do a recreation and realized that just the limitations of Space Engineer's engine meant I wouldn't be able to do it as well as I was hoping. So instead, because I liked the way that the hull was starting to turn out anyway, I decided just to modify it into a more conventional spacecraft, drawing inspiration from sorry if you can hear that background noise. I'm playing with a wire on my microphone. Inspiration from Jack Campbell's The Lost Fleet series in terms of the vaguely shark-shaped look that you can see I kind of got going on here, even though that prow is actually almost a direct copy of the one on the HML Medusa. Anyway, just a little bit of basic information on this. The ship is about 134 blocks long, which when you scale it up makes it about 335 meters, so it's a fairly substantial ship. Not counting the fins or not counting the fins, so not counting those, it is approximately 25 meters wide and 19 meters tall. With those fins, it's a fair bit larger than that. And in my conception of this ship, it's the battlecruiser of the fleet, so I want it to be fairly quick, and it will be decently armed once I finally get around to installing the armament on it. I haven't quite gotten that far. In fact, I've only just gotten the main hull finished today. I'm working on this ship in between writing chapters for my doctoral dissertation, which is not going as well as I would have liked, but this is Space Engineers is usually a welcome break from it. Let's start at the bow of the stern of the craft. See here, a nice stern feature on it, and more importantly, its main engines are 4 of Darth Biomech's Titan engines, which gives it excellent acceleration for its size. In fact, it's one of the best accelerating craft I've ever built that hasn't been a fighter. These, of course, require a lot of reactors. I think it's said that each of these engines require 3 large reactors by themselves to operate. I currently have 16 installed. I might increase that depending on my power demands and also just how ridiculous I feel like getting. But I'm also using the armored thruster mod, large armored thruster mod here, because I like the way it blends into the hull better. So I have between 8 and 10 thrusters firing left, right, top and bottom. As you can see there. Also, now since I'm on the bottom anyway, you come over here, and there's the primary access to the ship, which is the hangar bay. We'll stick our heads up in there, even though it's not anywhere near complete. It's very temporary, but you can see here, just for scaling, I have one of my crazy kitten mining ships, and then just a temporary control station so I can program bait ores and the like. Okay. To the front as braking thrusters, I actually ended up going with 12, which seemed to counteract the force of those 4 Titan engines fairly well. The plan is to install a fairly large fixed forward facing battery, inspired by the Lost Fleet series again with their grape shot launchers. along with the nuke launcher that you saw me test in a different video, and possibly some lasers to act as kind of the main hole punching force. And then supplementing that will be a series of turrets on the dorsal surface and on the top and bottom of each of these fins here. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do for point defense yet. In previous builds, to be consistent, I've always tried using all of I think it's Mexplex's various turret mods, but I don't know if I can get them to fit onto this ship because it was not really designed with them in mind. I might try to use a couple of other mods here that are just stick with vanilla Gatling guns and missile turret and rocket turrets, which I usually don't like to do, but it might work out best for this ship. Since I'm here anyway, even though this will change, I'm gonna jump onto this temporary control station here just so we can, and I'll and bringing up her vital statistics. You can see she masses about 67 million kilograms at the moment. Yeah, like I said, I have 16 large reactors, each one providing a gigawatt of power. She only has 52 thrusters on her, and 346 gyroscopes, which, you know, allow her to maneuver not very fast. That number will probably explode once I get more of the internal stuff configured, and I know how much internal space I'll have to fit things, because I want this thing to be able to turn really well. Anyway, this is the start of the Leviathan-class Battlecruiser. Next time I record a video, I'll hopefully have had I think I will install the guns first, just so I know how I need to run the plumbing internally. And my eventual goal with this is to make it a fully functional ship, so actually have things like crew quarters, command decks, even med bays and recreational facilities. And hopefully it'll turn out nice. And if I'm really pleased with it, I'll be putting it up on the workshop for people to download and play with, and probably bitch about. But that's, you know, will likely be par for the course. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, and I hope you'll watch the next one when that comes up.